How you doing, people? And I am Kavanaugh, the Southern Champ, aka the Porn Rap Star, host of STO, the Smokers Lounge. And I'm here to give you something to smoke over. I'm talking about Spotify for podcasters. That's right. Spotify now has it to where you can start your podcasting career. We're talking about video podcasting, and you can make money by monetizing your podcast, whether it's through donations or even setting up a subscriber side of your podcast. So go to Spotify, sign up, and start podcasting like me and make money. Take your hobby and go ahead and make it your career. Smoke this over. Well, shit, good morning. I hope you enjoying your coffee. You waking and baking, or you might be at work. How you doing? Good morning. It's 10 o'clock. I'm pre-recording this, of course. I'll probably be at work. Well, I'll be just waking up myself. And I was listening to Joe Budden. Now, a lot of people may call me a Joe Avenger or what have you. But if you have been listening from day one, you know I hold everybody accountable for their shit. That's who I am. I don't believe in sugarcoating nothing. If you wrong and you out of line on some shit, I'll call you on it. Y'all heard me call Joe on his shit. But anyway, it was something that he was saying through all the ranting and what have you. I heard a word called consistency. Then I was listening to a channel on YouTube called The Shop. Very good channel. Y'all need to check him out. I think it's Danny, he called himself. And I always comment. He follows the Pod Wars. For some of you people don't know what I mean by the Pod Wars. Joe Budden, of course, been beefing with Maul ever since Maul and Rory. Well, he been beefing with Rory and Maul ever since they left the Joe Budden network. And y'all done heard my opinion on the shit on my end, and y'all know how I feel upon it. And to make it clear, I'm not a fan of Roy and Maul that much. Do I respect what they do? Yeah. But I have my opinion, I have my thoughts, and my thoughts is this. I've been in beef. I done beefed with people in porn. That's right, you can have beef in porn, people, yes. A career where you fuck, get fucked, suck, whatever. No, I don't suck no dick. I eat pussy. But the point being is that you've been in beef in a open thing. The shit y'all be seeing on Twitter, I was dealing with that back in my day. Back then, it was just a little bit more venom behind it. And they've been beefing away. Well, anyway, long story short, I don't even flag me going into that, but I was listening to him say bare minimum boys. Now, when Joe said that, now, of course they made jokes of it, what have you, but they ain't what I'm here to talk about. The conversation that Danny had when he was talking about their content, and the word that kept popping up was consistency. Consistency. That means I have to beat it in your head until you get a subscription. I have to beat it into your head until I become a part of your day. Episodes, the same volume of episodes and same level of what I bring it. See, straight the fuck up, I probably work harder than the average podcast as far as content. And trust me, that I'm recording this right after I recorded something else. Actually, I wasn't even going to drop an episode on Thursday. I was just going to let Thursday breathe, but nah, things got on my mind. I talking about some shit. But anyway, consistency. That's why y'all getting the episode today. Because I want to build consistency. See, I'm not a bare minimum motherfucker. See, I would take that personal. If someone say I was the bare minimum boy. Now, I don't bare minimum shit. I never bare minimum anything in my fucking life. This shit hell. Even with me, when I was dirty and cheating on females, it was not bare minimum cheat. So, and I don't give bare minimum dick. So, with that being said, welcome to the Smokers Lounge. It's Thursday. You know who I am, Kevin Over Southern Champ. Porn rap star, you know. Sponsored by LA Swirl, ExciteBunny.com, BlushRadica.com, and ExciteBunny.com. Proud member of the GW District Black Podcasting Network. Y'all know what to do. Go over to shopgwdistrict.com and go spend some money. All the links is in the description. Also, shouts out to FullySwapRadio.com. I'm on there five days a week in the morning. So, early in the morning, you know what I'm saying? You know, period. So, you can, you know, catch me over there and come back over here. You feel me? And you can also listen to me on SkyHorrorAfterDarkTV.com as well as the BGPLLC app. Shout out to Gerald. So, a lot been going on, to say the least. And I've been on Twitter. I promote on Twitter. You know, Twitter is a necessary evil per se. Yeah. Most of my sales come off of Twitter. Some Facebook, what have it, definitely not Instagram, but Twitter. And you have different threads and different stuff that makes. I've been seeing a whole lot of people doing a similar thing that, once again, Miss B Nasty, she made the thread, and we're doing one now. And they became heavy this year, obviously. But I kept seeing, and I'm pretty sure it was bots, to kind of start conversation or just propaganda. We recently had a, first of all, thoughts and prayers to the families that lost people in that shooting, this mass shooting in Louisville. I know everybody done talked about it. Everybody probably done discussed it on their podcast in some way, shape, form, or fashion. And see, with me, I look deeper than what some of these motherfuckers on TV and podcasts look at it. But back to Twitter. So I keep seeing tweets. For some apparent reason, I get tweets of people that I don't even fucking follow. Like straight up tweets, not no, you know, someone retweeted it and I happen to follow the person that retweeted it. No, I'm getting actual tweets. And some of the tweets had something to do with the mass shooting. Now, this is what's so fucking funny about these tweets. Not funny, but you know what I mean. They kept proclaiming that the shooter was a Democrat. And they said another Democratic mass shooter. And it got me to thinking. First of all, fact check, We haven't, no one has mentioned, I don't think one serial killer that we have had in the past 100 years, the past couple of months, or even a year or 2 years, that was ever discussed who they voted for or their party affiliation. And the fact that that tweet even happened was as cynical as it came, bro. So I sent the tweet back saying, and funny how it happened in a Republican-led state with lax gun laws. Now, I find this interesting. And I find us as human beings interesting. This is going to tie into the AI show all this. See, we're idiots. I always say we believe everything and trust nothing. People can feed you dog shit and you believe that it's steak if someone told you it was steak. Because we fall for anything. It don't take much. It just take us wanting to believe some bullshit. We as a country probably own more guns, have more guns in every which way in the world. So if one thing we can say, ain't nobody gonna have the balls to try to actually invade the United States because everybody have guns. And see, the argument is always, I hear, the damn Democrats gonna take your guns, or these laws is gonna take your guns, or this, that, and the third, right? Now, I want y'all to think about this, and I'm pretty sure people might have said it, but think about this. Every mass shooting, the gun that was used was a AR-15. Once you think about it, I mean, think about it. An AR-15. Regardless of whether, in this situation, he snapped because they said he was about to lose his job. They were about to fire him. And he bought the gun a week prior. Okay, how are you able to get a MR-15? See, it's kind of funny that they can talk about, let's say, Chicago or whatever, but here's the thing about when they talk about Chicago, and they bring up the black violence in the black community, this and third. Mass shooting and gun violence in Chicago, two different things. That's criminal gang situation. No, this is mass. I'm not looking to rob nobody. I ain't looking to settle. It ain't because we beefing as a gang. I'm depressed and I think I want to kill myself, but I ain't got the balls to kill myself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a bunch of people out with me and make it to where the cops have to kill me without killing me. We can sit here and have the conversation about what was his thought process and all that. And no, that was basically his thought process. See, people wouldn't just complicate shit. It was simple. When you go into a building with a AR-15 and you shoot everybody within that building, the chances of you actually coming out of that alive or you thinking about coming out of it alive, it's probably 95% to 5%. 95% you kind of know you ain't walking out of there alive. And you was not actually planning to walk out alive because you're probably going to shoot the cops as well. But it's the AR-15. I get what they said. With guns don't kill people, people kill people. Well, the point being is you kind of want to prevent the people that are going to kill people to use guns. Prevent them from getting a gun. AR-15. And understand, all these mass shootings were done with AR-15. Not a Glock. Not a hunter's rifle. Not a pump shotgun. Not even a street sweeper. You know, it's crazy that... No, I got to put the onus on the Republicans. I'm sorry. Because all these are led states. And yeah, I'm going to be political in this. Understand, I'm independent. I am neither Democrat. Now, I might side with Democrats a little bit more than the Republicans, but understand Republicans was my granddaddy's party. At one point, I probably would have been a Republican. But, boy, y'all got the fuck away from what made y'all great. It's like, you would think if something happens so much that you would kind of try to halt it in some way, shape, form, or fashion, think of a type of solution to keep it from happening. And I agree. See, here's the point. First of all, it starts with the gun. The reason why, because it's the AR-15. Guns of that nature, you shouldn't be able to have access to. This is a military grade gun. Magazine can let off, shoot, semi-automatic. So you made that available, but y'all fuckers took away abortions. Y'all trying to take away same-sex marriage. Y'all trying to take away interracial marriage. All this is happening in states. We right now dealing with a stoppage of the abortion pill. See, I always say this. I'm tired of hearing this bullshit. There needs to be a separation of church and state. Motherfucker, church is state because all this shit is based around religious beliefs. No disrespect. All this is based around morality, what a person may consider morality. Because at the end of the day, the Republicans want to sit here and tell they don't want to have they don't want to have drag queens out in public. The only thing I agree with is if they're going to have transgenders in sport, let them have their own lane, but because of certain reasons. I'm sorry, I'm just saying. Y'all can get mad at me all you want to, but no, this is not professional wrestling. In certain sports, they shouldn't mix. No. 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 Understand I said certain sports. You feel where I come from? Because shit here, hey, the WNBA, shit. Some of them girls got to take a drag dudes. Let's keep it 100. Shit. But anyway, But they will not pass one damn law to ban that rifle. Restrict gun laws. I'm gonna tell you what's so funny, right? I know New York. If people probably look at New York, I don't know New York like their I don't know their homicide rate. I don't know how high of a homicide rate because let's just be honest, any metropolitan is going to have a high homicide rate. Sorry, that's facts. Chicago got one. I think LA got one. Charlotte probably got one. Fuck it. I know Durham at one point was in the top 10. I'm just saying. I live in the Bull City. Us and Raleigh niggas didn't get along too tough. I'm just saying. We don't take too kind to outsiders so much. I'm just saying. But they won't restrict shit with guns. Actually, they said, you know something? Fuck it. You don't even need fuck it. You don't need a license. You can conceal that bitch. You can have 5 of them on you. As you can walk in Mickey D's and order a Big Mac with a bazooka on your back. You good. See, imagine if he wasn't able to get the AR-5. Now, I know y'all gonna say, I don't think it would have stopped him from killing them people or going to kill them people, but it might have deterred him. Because understand something, his thought process, him having an AR-15, he knew the damage he could do. He was not gonna walk in there with a. The only way he gonna walk in there is he going in there to shoot one person and shoot his damn self with a Glock. That's 9 shot. No, it. You'll never know. I mean, but think about it. New York has tough gun laws, and I'm pretty sure that their homicide rate is not that bad. And then again, here's another thought. Not even the homicide rate. Forget the homicide rate. Name a mass shooting in New York. I mean, I can look it up online. I would love one of the listeners to put it in the comments. Let me know if there was a mass shooting in New York that happened in the past 5 years. Since they passed them strict ass gun laws. See, my cat, even Zaz is saying, you damn right. There's my cat. Yeah. She's meowing right now. I don't think y'all can hear it. If y'all do it. But anyway, the point being is, they're not willing to pass that. They're willing to pass every fucking law from restricting your ass to vote, banning abortion. Every law. It's like if you ain't the right sex, if you ain't the right sexuality or color, you doing something illegal. The world's so bad that damn Black China, that will tell you something. But see, I always said this though. You want to know why the Republicans? I'm about to be real with y'all. You want to know why the Republicans? is part of it, but it's not the money. That's probably about 25% of it. 75% is that these fuckers know that their children would not be in harm's way. And they would never be in harm's way. Y'all remember when that senator got shot playing baseball, right? Them fuckers ain't played baseball since. When that senator, real shit. I want people. They were playing baseball, their annual baseball game, softball game, or something they supposed to be playing, and this motherfucker got shot. Have you heard shots? Guess what they did? Their security got tighter. When the president got shot, when Reagan got shot, the president getting shot since. So they made changes to make sure that certain people don't worry about getting shot at. So guess what that did? That made them complacent. And because they're complacent, they're in the bubble. Listen to the man from Louisville. At first I thought he was a Republican, but no, he's a Democrat. The sincerity in his voice because he knew the bank manager. It hit his bubble. Name one mass shooting where one of them senators sat there and said, my man was in there, my friend was in there, my child was in there. None of them. But let that shit happen. I guarantee you they're about face on the gun law with a quickness. We're in a country where if it's in our bubble, we don't give a shit. We don't give a shit. See, the problem with us, with them or what have you, with the Republicans, is that they just don't want to admit these one facts. The Republican Party has become the place for homophobia, racism, the white supremacy, coonery. Trust me, it's not Reagan's party. It's not the party of my granddaddy. Reagan, one of my favorite parents. I thought his policies was fucking brilliant. I thought his policies were straight. They love bringing up the problem, but don't have a damn solution. Y'all more concerned about Trump being prosecuted than sitting passing a law. Yeah, the gun is one part. Once you can make it harder for people to get the weapon, now you can work on the people because they ain't got a weapon to get. How the fuck can I rehabilitate a killer if he still got the killing instrument in his hand? I can't. You cannot compare mass shootings to gang shootings. I'm sorry, you can't. Yeah, it might be a motherfucker in the gang shooting. He might motherfucker kill 6 people is the definition of a mass shooting, but it's different types of mass shootings. We talking about the mass shootings where people walking in the bank shooting people. They're walking into into workplaces and schools and colleges and all this shit. See, the problem is that people hear gun restriction, gun law, Let me tell you what they're hearing when you say that. When you say gun laws, you're going to take my gun. I can't get a new gun. I can't sell a gun. No, it ain't saying that. Yes, do people have guns for protection? Yes. Keyword, protection. Do criminals use guns? They've been using guns since shit ever. We talking about mass shootings and plus the frequency of the mass shooting. Oh, by the way, they use the same gun in every mass shooting. You done had, 100 mass shootings this year? Every last one of them was an AR-16. Come on. It can't be that hard. I don't need a machine gun to go hunt a deer. Not the case, you might as well sell grenades. Yeah, I ain't gonna sell that shit. You know, I do know some people that have grenades, but that ain't the point. But that's how it goes. See, it's like when people talk about something, I remember America. Yeah, I remember America where we didn't have all this shit, man. No, it wasn't the greatest, but shit, it wasn't the worst neither. Compared to now, when I was a kid, it was way better. And he live streamed it on Instagram. Yeah, Instagram. And then you wonder why this AI shit is coming up. You want to know why AI is going to take hold, and you got people doing songs and all this, and you got AI, because you want to know why? Because people want to escape this world because this world has become so ugly, man. We're about to become more violent and more lazy. Serious business. I'm waiting for them to make the fucking robot. I'm waiting for that because they already got the artificial intelligence. Y'all ain't pay. Oh, I'm gonna tell you what's so funny with all this artificial intelligence. Y'all still forgot about the little bot that was in Google that was emotional, had emotions, was aware. See, I'm gonna tell you what's crazy. How that work? We become more lazy. We're gonna become more lazy and more violent. That's an oxymoron. It's fuck. Because the AI is gonna make us lazy because I already heard about the robots in Atlanta in the McDonald's. So duh. They already talking about having trucks that drive themselves. Since we don't have people that want to be truck drivers no more. Because Instagram done made everybody want to be a fucking mogul. Not just a normal human being. But it is what it is, man. See, like I said again, until I'm not even wishing this, because I just want y'all to think about this. Imagine this. Hypothetical. Mitch McConnell lived in Kentucky. Let's say, hypothetically, Mitch McConnell happened to be at that bank at that moment. And he was one of the guys that got shot. I'm going to ask you, would Congress, would the Senate be on break after that? Oh, no, it'd be an emergency meeting. I guarantee you, the next fucking morning, there'll be a bill on the table to ban the AR-15. I don't wish that on no senator, no Republican, no Democrat, no president, no person on this earth. But that's what it's going to take for the Republicans' dumbasses to actually move on banning something that of guns. And that's facts. Now I know y'all said, well, you had Reagan got shot. You had Kennedy. No, you gotta understand. 1960s, Reagan. In the 80s, oh, it was a guy with a pistol that got close to Reagan. We talking about mass shooting. This dude planned to assassinate Reagan. That was his whole point of being there. This is not a planned assassination. No, dude wanted to walk in and kill a bunch of people, and just so happened because he found out he was about to get fired. So he said, since I'm going to get fired, I'm going to give y'all a reason to fire me. Because I'm going to lit some fire in y'all asses. And just so happened, Mr. Mitch McConnell happens to be in the bank. Well, they just say doing some banking. And he gets shot. Once again, I wish that upon nobody on this earth. But I guarantee the Republicans will move like a motherfucker. But because their constituents has to deal with They ain't about the money because they still gonna get the money from the gun companies, whether they make the laws or not. Because the gun company might get mad because they passed this law, but you think they gonna stop paying the government? Fuck no. So no, that's them. See, the Dems won't make a move. The problem is that there's things in place in the government that they just can't make a move like that. Supreme Court can. Made it unconstitutional for women to have abortion. But they ain't said shit about when it came to the guns. Logic. Logic is morality. I was taking these tests today for my job, right? And they said, start. What is compliance? Compliance is doing what the rule book tells you to do, even though you feel like. Now, why I say logic is morality? Because logic means that it makes fucking sense. Ain't that the point? It makes sense. Y'all can see it talk Bible all the fuck you want to. God said read it with a cardinal mind. Y'all motherfuckers gonna read it with a cardinal mind. Y'all just read it with y'all read it with your mind. And you take from it what you want to take from it, not what you supposed to. And what you meant to take from it. Logic is morality. Makes sense. Morals. You seeing a lot of people dying from this type of gun. In this kind of way. Logic. Let's do something to figure out how we can cut it down or stop it. You may not be able to stop mass shootings. There always going to be mass shootings no matter what. There's going to be terrorists. There's going to be bombings. There's going to be pandemic, what have you. Hell, coming around to being, they're supposed to be worse than the one in 2000. So there's going to be a lot of girls going right back to OnlyFans. Point is learning from what happened and be willing to make the change if what happened was bad, to change it to where it works or it makes sense. Key word, it works. If they ban that damn assault rifle, you ain't going to be able to stop everyone from having an AR-15, but you can make sure that it's hard to get. Because your man went and got before the shooting. And I really doubt he had any issue, any problems. Probably didn't even have to go through a lot to get it. That's why I say life is a learning experience. What's the point of the experience if you haven't learned anything? Please, smoke this over.